Hi, everybody. It's Eamon from Pat Monk Presents, and welcome to today's podcast. Today, we have a special episode. We have Sabrina, who's joining us from BoomNation. And I was talking to Sabrina earlier, just before we jumped online, and really made a great effort to be here today. I believe you had a little accident yesterday, so really well done, and kudos for showing up today. Welcome
Thank
to
you
the
very much.
podcast.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me. Happy to be here.
Definitely. Like for those tuning in, we'll jump into a little bit in a moment about BoomNation. But I believe you hurt your rib or broke a rib yesterday, and you still managed to be here to deliver value.
Yes, I cracked a rib while I was skating in the street, fell, and here we are.
There we go. There we go. So well done. 100% commitment showing up. So no doubt today is going to be even better. So, I mean, for those who are tuning in, who are maybe not familiar with Boom Nation, take a moment just to explain it to our listeners, what it is you do, and give us a little bit of a lowdown.
Yes, so BoomNation is a technology company. It's built by workers for workers, and we're a team of incredibly talented, hardworking individuals who all share immense respect and gratitude towards the skill community. And what we offer is a solution that the $60 trillion industry lacks, which is an easy to use two-sided platform for workers and employers to streamline job placement and communication.
Very good, very good. And I believe that you have some exciting things in the works, like a new app extension coming out. Maybe can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. We like to keep innovating for the skilled worker, and we've actually just launched a few days ago an extension to BoomNation called Work On. Work On allows for simple communication information between employers and the workforce. So it's a flexible project. Card Builder allows for a custom solution to be built and easily distributed straight to the work front. Like site logistics, safety communication, and form entry are just a few of the comments that Work On transforms to add a smart component, making it simple to use while adding significant value to all projects from all sizes and across all major industries.
Wow, great. And like with that, what kind of industries do you find yourself focusing on or expanding into?
So we are devoted to the blue collar skilled worker construction industry. We set up the structure and environment for workers to be supported and routed in the right direction. And we have become the workers' trusted source of guidance that is dedicated to helping the working hands.
Okay, great. And like with this, like you're saying, you're working with blue collar. I mean, how do you find yourself, expanding? What kind of different channels, do you use? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Google? Is it, I don't know, the website, driving traffic? What seems to be working really good at the moment?
Well, definitely social media. We use LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and we have our website, we have the app, and we also are on Google Ads too. And we also have our own podcast, Long Live the Trades, and we have a newspaper called The Trench.
Wow. So pretty much every almost social channel that I can think of.
We
And
have all the channels.
definitely by the sounds of it. And with that, obviously you're doing your own podcast as well. And like when you have all these channels, obviously you're driving, lots of traffic. And I mean, when people get to your website and they go to the Boom Nation, I mean, how important is your website at, bringing brand awareness or even, converting some of those visitors into potential future customers and clients?
Right. So, what we do is first we attract them by sharing content that is entertaining, informational, and that builds up some type of curiosity over the app. And then to retain them, we concentrate on our onboarding process, making our app easy to use, to understand intuitively, and to learn quickly, which encourages them to keep going and to even recommend us. Then we focus on building a relationship with the customer. It helps us develop we develop focused and personalized messaging, and that's how we address to our customers' immediate needs. I can't hear you.
Great. And also, I mean, dealing with that, I mean, kind of switching gears a little bit, Sabrina, and talking more about, let's say, you as a leader within marketing. I mean, what keeps you busy on a day-to-day basis at Boom Nation?
Well, social media. We have successfully built an amazing community online. And I really like to, like I mentioned before, just really build a connection and a relationship with our customers. So we work a lot with content, community, communication, and the jobs, for sure.
Great. I mean, it's so important to to build that relationship and build a community, because so many times people, yes, they're on social media, but if you're not interacting and learning, I guess, from people, it makes a difference. So look, now that we're coming up towards the end of our interview, what I want to do is jump into some maybe quick fire questions if you're ready.
For sure.
Great. So what was the last book you read, or maybe book you're currently reading?
It's probably called The Healing Power of Nature.
Okay, great, great. Sounds interesting. And also, what's the one thing that's taking up a lot of your focus at BoomNation at the moment? I mean, what's the main focus?
Right now, as I mentioned, we just launched Oregon, and we are concentrating in finding the user case that is, sorry, my dog is right there. Finding the user case that is most of value to implement. Oregon allows for flexibility to solve everyday problems without having to engineer a custom solution, and we just need to figure out and find out what it is for the new customers.
Okay, great. And in what you're doing, I'd say on a day-to-day basis, if you had, I don't know, if you could snap your fingers, magic wand, and you could change something like a repetitive task that's maybe taking up a lot of your time, I mean, what would you change, or what would you have differently that you could automate?
Well, for a social media manager, I believe it's really important to start automating things. It takes a lot of time when you're doing things manually. And for example, for our influencer program, I would really want to optimize that program and automate it a little more.
Okay, great. And I want to give you the last word, Sabrina. So imagine, before we jump into the last word, imagine, let's say everybody tuned into this and they're listening. Imagine if they were to forget everything that we just spoke about, and you were just to leave them at one point to remember about BoomNation. What's the one thing you'd want them to remember about the company?
That BoomNation is more than just a technology company. It's a community, and that we will keep on innovating and investing for this community who creates, inspires, and serves to build this country. It's a forgotten workforce, and the ones who know once a job is done, another one needs to be found and fast, and that we hear them and that we respect them, and we are very grateful for them.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, look, I definitely could not have said that any better myself. So thank you so much for being on the podcast. I look forward to hearing more about BoomNation. On a second note, I hope you feel better soon. And thank you so much for being so dedicated and focused to make the time to join us today, even though you had your accident yesterday. So much appreciated. And I'm sure our listeners will be very impressed with your definitely showing up and sharing so much value today. So that is it. So thank you so much, Sabrina. And thank you, everybody, for joining us on today's podcast. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. All the best, and bye-bye.